This part of Poland, so close to the border with Ukraine, will play a strategic role in the coming days, both as home to U.S. troops and also a potential refuge for Americans living in Ukraine. Across the street from an airport here in southeastern Poland, U.S. forces, some who've been here for about a week, are settling in to their indefinite deployment as part of a force of 3,000 additional U.S. service members that President Joe Biden is deploying to Ukraine's NATO member neighbor. On their way to join them, several hundred soldiers from the 101st Airborne Division in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, who departed for Poland on Tuesday to, as their commander said, reassure our Polish allies at this critical moment. A map of U.S. and NATO bases in Poland shows the country's strategic significance when it comes to its neighbor, Ukraine. The U.S. has long stationed troops in the country. Around 4,000 of them regularly rotate through. But none of those U.S. bases, and none of the Polish ones for that matter, are as close to the border with Ukraine as where these newly arrived American troops are setting up camp next to the airport that serves Poland's southeasternmost city, Rzeszów. It's no military base. Well, it wasn't until now. These soldiers' temporary home away from home, how temporary is unclear, is inside an arena and convention center. What they tell me is that they're very comfortable and warm inside. They're sleeping in cots inside of this arena. It's around 3 football fields away from the runway where U.S. C-130s are delivering more troops, supplies, and equipment. The U.S. State Department said Wednesday that despite Russian President Vladimir Putin saying that he's pulling back troops from Ukraine's border, the opposite is occurring.
More Russian forces, not fewer, are at the border, and they are moving, concerningly, into fighting positions.
Also on Wednesday, a top U.S. diplomat upped the estimate of the size of Russia's forces along Ukraine's border to 150,000. While all truly is quiet, for now, on the eastern front of Poland, the U.S. State Department is set up at a hotel just miles from Ukraine's border to provide emergency consular services for the thousands of American citizens remaining in Ukraine who may need to escape if Western countries' worst fears are realized. The growing U.S. presence here sends a message to NATO, especially Poland, that the U.S. supports them. It's also brinkmanship, a message to Russia as well. Jason Bellini, Newsy, Rzeszów, Poland.